Hope you all are doing phenomenal. I'm doing phenomenal. My name is JT for you that do not know. If you see me looking down, it's because I am trying my best to uh, get this, trying to do two screens, Instagram and Facebook. Why I chose to do two, I have no idea. But hey, we're here now, so I'm excited. Hope you're excited. Listen, if you're just coming on, please like and share um, so that we can get your question, get you connected, get you moving on this thing. I'm excited to have my friend on tonight. Uh, you said it sounds bad. What sounds bad? The actual, oh, bad like how? Yeah, just text me. Um, yeah, we're trying to work through. If it sounds really bad, y'all tell me in the comments. What's up, people? What's up, Ryan? The audio is much better here. Okay, so let's try something. Let's try something. Is that better? Is it better now? That is it. Okay, wonderful. We winning. Okay, we're winning, people of God. We're winning. All right. So, my guest Quay. Listen, I want you to go on and ask to be. I want you to. Well, I'm going to invite you to join. Hold on. Let's see here. Hmm. Boom. I just invited you on Instagram. All right, y'all. I'm going to bring Quay on because he has some energy more than me. So let's bring Quay. Boom. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. So hold on. Oh, this is horrible.
Okay. I think, should I mute mine? Oh, I muted it. Can you hear me now?
I can. You probably need to mute.
I
Oh yeah,
did.
that's okay. Okay. Yeah, one of the speakers, not all of them,
Yeah.
but one of the
Yeah.
speakers.
Okay.
We working on it. We working on it. We working on it. All
Sorry,
right.
guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Okay. Boom. Got you on the screen. You see yourself on the screen?
Oh, yeah. Okay. One I
Come
look better
on.
on.
Right. So my friends, Trevor is much better. See, I got to look out for my people to help me out. Um, so man, I'm excited that you decided. You said yes. Let's just talk about that. That you said yes to coming on because Quay, you are very incognito, which is great. You
Yeah,
know,
that's my style.
because we don't have to worry about anything. You know,
Correct.
but I'm excited about tonight. And just for you all that don't know, I'm going to be doing these. One of my producer friends pushed me. And he was like, "Bro, you need to be doing this weekly." So we're going to pray about that because I did not want to do it weekly. I just wanted to do it when I had good ideas, but we're going to see. But what I do want you all to do is at any time during the day, during the week, if y'all find yourself, if you're creative, if you're an entrepreneur, and you need help. There's something that you're not getting information around. There's something you're not being able to bring to the table. I want you to tell me about it. I want you to hit me up, DM me, and say, hey, on your next, how can I help? Can you help us, decipher between this, decipher between that? Whatever it is, we want to be able to help you. Last week, I talked about building your brand and business, talked about time management, and how to build. This week, we're going to talk about business registration. So Quay is also my accountant. He is the CEO and owner of Hinton Consulting. If you are in need of a tax expert, this is who you're going to want to hit. All right, I'm going to put his information up on the screen later on when he asks for it. But you should see, if you're on Facebook, you will see that you can find him at Hinton Consulting on Instagram and Facebook. But we're just going to have a conversation tonight. If you have any questions, please put those questions in the chat. If you're on Instagram, put them there. If you're on Facebook, put them there. But yeah, we're excited. So the
Yeah,
sound still sounds bad?
it's staticky, very staticky.
Hey, I have no idea what it could be. I really don't.
Okay,
I really don't. Um,
let me hear you now. Hey, bud.
is that better?
Hello? Yeah, that's much better. I guess it's the AirPods.
Okay.
You sound good now.
Okay, what about now?
You sound great.
I sound great. That's a
Yeah,
win?
it's a
Okay,
win. You killed
wonderful.
it.
If it ever starts sounding bad, let me know. Okay, let me know. All right, so Quay, let's jump into this. So, how long have you been in this field of tax? Because I want people to know why you can speak on this specific topic, right? So, tell me how long you've been in this and why business registration, kind of establishing your business foundation, why you're the person that we would want to speak to about this.
Well, I've been in the industry over 10 years. I started,
Okay.
I was in school and I was also working at an accounting firm. And I started
Hmm.
like just putting, like sending out emails and like filing. I hated taxes, believe it or not. I hated it. It was just too chaotic.
Really?
Yeah, I hated it.
Okay.
And so I went the sales route. And while I was in sales, I was also still working on taxes on the side because it was like not, once you're in the industry, you know everything.
Hmm.
So that's how I got into it. And then I started my own business 2014.
Okay.
So working on that. Then I was also working with another business in 2018. I just went solo for myself.
Was that something you were losing sleep over? Was that something that you were like, I feel it in my gut? Were
Yeah.
you aggravated where you are? Like, what made you say it's time for me to go for myself?
Honestly, it was all the stress that was coming working for a regular corporation. And then
Hmm.
honestly, sometimes I can make I can make my 2 weeks pay in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on.
that was something that really triggered it for me. So that what made me go ahead and venture out. And then I just got tired of putting up with everybody's stuff. And it's been, I mean, it was a journey, but it's just growing and I love helping people. That's my main thing. I really love helping and educating people.
Okay. So from this, why would, because here's the thing, when I think we were on the phone sometime last year
Uh-huh.
and you actually started saying, yo, if you got any friends that needs, I know you was talking about one of my clients, she was like, they should not have ever established or signed up as an LLC or something. They should have did this.
Right.
Before we
So
get into the why are you, why would we come to you? Because I know some people like it's tax. What does tax have to do with filing, getting your business registration? Like, how does those things
that's
come
the
into
beginning.
play together?
That's the beginning. That's the foundation stage. So if you set these corporations up wrong, or something that is not even a good fit for you because you heard somebody else say, "Oh, I got this for me." You don't really know exactly what they're working on. They may sell clothes, but you don't know the volume. You don't know all this kind of stuff. So that's why you need to
Hmm.
talk to a professional first and see your goals, what's going to come in, and that way you can know what corporation works for you. Because LLC may work good for this person, sCORP may work good for that person, Inc. like I have for my business may work good, 1120. It worked good for you. 1065s, all that kind of stuff. It just depends on the individual. But I just don't recommend you going out here and setting stuff for yourself. You need to speak with someone first. I don't care how easy you may think it is to set it up. Because what'll happen is you're gonna start getting these fees and penalties that you don't understand and don't understand why.
Hmm.
Because each one,
So
uh-huh.
you just said don't go out here and say them because I always hear people. That's the quick question is, do you have your LLC? Have you
Yeah.
got an LLC? Okay, what are and you don't have to go as in depth, but what are the differences between these like because I know I'm speaking to like entrepreneurs out there, creators, people who may want to start up their business. Like, what are the differences? And I go to my next question. Like, what are the differences? Because I didn't know that there was a difference. I don't think I've ever heard of sCORP. I think I was a sole
Or
proprietor when I started it,
yeah.
but people's like LLC. So I just got an LLC. Didn't know the differences, and their quick worry was if anybody ever sue you, they won't be able to come for you. They'll come for them. I was like, oh, let me just get the LLC, but I never really took the time to identify is this the best route for me. So can you kind of speak on what are the differences with those different
The
classifications?
the only main difference between a standard LLC and a sole proprietorship is literally It being incorporated to protect you from legal stuff. Other than that, it's the same tax form. You still getting hit with the same tax penalties. It's no different. It still falls on a basic Schedule C, incorporated or not. So that's it. And then also with that, you do get more taxes on that stuff like that. But and then the Inc. is more, it's a little bit more protected. The pay, but you have to pay corporate taxes on it, so that's a little bit higher in taxes. But depending on what you got going on, that could be the perfect entity for you. You know, so it's
When
just,
you say depending on what you got going on, can you elaborate a little bit more about people who need to know which one is best for them?
you got high volume. You can put yourself on payroll easily, and then you can let the corporation be over there. You know what I'm saying? It could be a completely different tax return, and nobody don't really know where your money is. They could just see you getting a W-2, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna bring in your corporation. I'm saying your business stuff to, like, say if you want to get a loan or stuff like that. They don't have to bring that in. They just see what you're getting, and then if you want to get someone in your business name, it's just one form. It's one form and a lot of other financial statements that you need. So that's better. To me, that's better, but it just depends on the individual. For me,
You
that's what
talking
I
about
have.
for the incorporation?
But Inc. What I have 1120, which is a C corp.
So, and you actually have it in your name, and you're going to have to break a little bit of these things down
It's
because,
it,
again,
it's a
some of these
lot.
people, but you actually have Hinton Consulting Inc. And I know a
Yes.
lot of people in branding and business, they'll put Inc. because they say, "Ooh, I want to be incorporated. I want to have my business down and stuff." And I'm like, but they're not registered like you just said that you're registered.
Mhm.
It's like you said high volume, a lot of I
How,
guess
sorry.
engagement.
High volume mean you making some good money. That's what I mean. High volume, like you
Got
pulling
you.
in 500,000 more, maybe 220, maybe 250. You know what I'm saying? And you pulling that money in, so you able to. You want to start looking at ways how you're gonna make sure what you're gonna take home gonna be. So say for instance you're making 250, but you want to make sure you take 125 home. Then you restructure yourself, put you on payroll. Don't give yourself
Payroll.
99. Yeah, give yourself a say help yourself out on taxes because you don't want no 15, 20, 30, $40,000 tax bill. It's called just structure. You get what I'm saying?
I got you. Some people say they can't hear you on IG. Is that because you turned down your IG?
I muted it. Okay, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Hold
Yeah.
on.
Sorry guys. I muted it. But but if you didn't hear me, you can just call me.
All right, hold on.
I forgot to give you my numbers, didn't
No, you did it. All
I?
right. If you're on Instagram, can y'all hear us now? Can you hear him? Say something, Quay.
I'm sorry. No.
I think they can. I think they can. Okay, so that's high volume. So you said there's really no difference between sole proprietor and LLC.
Besides the legal part, when you was talking about getting sued, but that's it. It's the same
So
tax.
there's no, okay, same thing. So when people are starting a business, why would they choose sole proprietor over LLC other than legal? Or is that the only
That's
reason that you
that's
think
the
people
only reason.
choose?
Most people that got like a little lawn care business, they just running with a sole proprietorship. Not even just or they may get an LLC now because everybody's telling each other to get the LLC. But prior to that, a
Okay,
lot of businesses even just run off sole proprietor. And once they get
okay.
educated, because they don't file no taxes. You get what I'm saying? So once they get into that thing when they like trying to do things correctly, that's when they make transitions to figure out what they want. Like you can pull their back receipts and kind of figure out which kind of volume they got in, and then you can kind of navigate and help the client to make, because even if you start an LLC today, that don't mean you have to stay like that. You can make, it's legal transition that you can make to change to your corporation too. So you're not stuck.
Mm.
It's adjustments. It's just forms and stuff that need to be filed, letters and stuff, and then you can switch.
So would you suggest if someone is starting,
Mm-hmm.
get maybe a sole proprietor to get
That
into the feels, the flows, the understanding, and as work begins to expand, grow, and build, then making that adjustment to an LLC?
Yeah, or not even an LLC, just any entity. But you need to see, you need to know your long term goals and what are you trying to do. That's what it all boils down to. What are you trying to do? What do you want to do?
What you mean? Because All I hear are sole proprietor, LLC, or incorporation. Are there other ones that are like popular that people are getting?
I mean, people do 1065s, which is a
What's a
partnership.
1065?
That's a partnership return. That's like when a lot of people go into business with a business, like say for instance, like a Chick-fil-A or something like that. They may do a 1065, which is a partnership return. So they may have like either
Like a
two,
franchise?
not a franchise, just like you, like say for instance, me and you wanted to get a creative space, right? And we both
Okay.
on it. So I'll be 55. I mean, so I'll be 50, you'll be 50, or 49, or in
I'll
51.
be 60 and you be 40.
Okay, something like that. And then what happened is that the income, the profit or the loss was just carry over to our personal return because we get these things called K1 schedules.
Okay, so
It's easier to divide.
if I'm or if anybody's looking to want to go into partnership and
Hmm.
have a partner, they want to register as a 1065.
But they shouldn't. They should discuss it with someone. Just make sure that's the right opportunity, right thing for them. But yeah, most partnerships are 1065, or they're not part of it and they're like a silent partner. They just pay them out a dividend or something like that.
Okay. And when you keep saying speaking to, is that going to someone who does taxes or is that not? Because
You
everyone
want
that
to
does
do?
taxes like you are, I don't feel like they be knowing what you're telling us now.
No, they don't. It's really like a foreign language. So you kind of gotta like talk to the client, calm and just let them know you educated them on certain stuff. Because you got to think about it. Now we have social media, and now everybody's telling you do this and do this, do that, do that. And sometimes that stuff ain't the best thing to do. For you, like right now they have the thing with the car. You buy this car, 179 dot form. Yeah, but if you showing you only made $50,000, you trying to write off a $200,000 G wagon, then you in the negatives. And that don't look good. You know what I'm saying? Don't look good. You can't go get no loan. I mean, it's just like,
Ah,
I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, and that's the kind of
mm,
issues that people are talking about. But they keep telling people to do these type of things, and it's not helping them. It's hurting them. And then they trying to purchase a home and they have no income. Because basically you showing you're broke.
by you're
That's
only
it.
bringing in 50,000.
You brought you yeah, say for instance you saying you paid 50,000, you made 55 or 60,000, but yet you bought a G Wagon that's 175, and then right now if you put that on your tax return and write that truck off, how people are saying you could do, then now you're in a negative, so you don't have any income. Basically, you owe everybody.
Oh, and then that's a red flag, wouldn't it be?
It's a red flag, and you don't have to probably they're gonna want some more documents. It's just everything, like I say, everything don't work for everybody.
Okay, and that's one thing I can't say about you that wasn't what I experienced with a couple of the people. You like to talk to see where people are.
Yeah.
And I think with where society is right now, as you stated, not saying anything's wrong with TikTok or the videos that we see, but there is a lot of information that goes out. And going out with this information,
And
it's like, what am I supposed? Oh, I think I just need to do that because it's easier under, to comprehend. Maybe I have easier access to it, and they start moving. But one of the things and what I want you to do too is talking to an entrepreneur that has already started, right? And they have registered for LLC,
mm-hmm.
um, but they're not filing their taxes. This is what I was told. And you say if this is wrong or right.
Okay.
I was told I don't really have to worry about filing the first couple of years because I'm just getting started. I should wait about the third year and then start filing.
I honestly think that's only New York law. Georgia, soon you register that corporation, baby, they want a tax return. They want to see what's going
Ah,
on. So yeah, like no, 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 no. Soon you start doing stuff, working with your business. I don't care if you made 15, $2,000. Go ahead and start doing your tax return. Because what happened is you start learning the system a little bit more. If you're doing it yourself,
mm-hmm.
hire a professional, you start learning the system, you know what you need to do, you know how you want to move forward. Like you need to get on payroll now because you got money coming in. You want to save yourself. And the best way to save yourself is just go ahead first, find somebody know what they're doing to help you out. And then, just listen to them. Don't do your own thing. If you have a question, just call them out. Don't just do stuff. Because a lot of times people just be doing stuff then you have to pay thousands of dollars to get somebody to fix it. I fix it though.
What's some of the horror stories that you ran into because of lack of information and people trying to do it on their own?
Their own tax returns and not putting money in the bank, but trying to buy stuff, like just trying to get cash for everything.
Wait,
That's been
wait,
horrors.
expound on that. Not putting money in the bank.
Meaning you're taking cash for stuff, right? T-shirts,
Hmm.
whatever kind of business, T-shirts, shoes, any kind of service, hair, but you're not making those deposits in the bank. So now you're trying to grow your business, you're trying to go to the bank and get stuff, and you can't get it because you only showing $5,000 for a whole 12 months. But really, you did make the money, you just didn't put the money in the bank. So the bank has nothing to go off of. So that's some of the horror stories I had. And then people not having bank accounts, like operating off cash immediately. Like that's some of the horror stories I had. And then they trying to get stuff like they home modification of the house they bought and they about to lose their house, but they don't have any track record of their money. So you have to put things together.
See, I never knew that. I never knew the benefit of putting money in the bank because one thing I've been catching as a rhythm of what you've been saying
Uh-huh.
is us wanting to get business loans or us wanting to gain more like or expand and
Buy a
apply
house,
for this and that.
right.
We don't see those specific, I guess, track record of what we
Yeah.
have and what we're doing. And in the long run, because we weren't doing those simple things, it's messing us up ahead of time.
Yeah. You can't
So,
unless you're using cash, unless you come in with $200,000 cash, and they'll talk to you. But other than that, it's not it's not looking good for people. But I can say during COVID when the PPP came out, it kind of helped people become a little bit more knowledgeable because people that weren't filing taxes became filing taxes so they can qualify for that stuff if their tax return was right or wrong. But they knew that financials and stuff was important then. But now they see that that's how all business and all banks and stuff operate. You got to have your financials in place to do anything, unless you know them,
uh,
like they hook you up with some stuff. Sorry, it's so much information.
it
It,
is, but we're going
it's
to give a little bit. And if you all want to connect, info at
yeah.
hintonconsultinginc.com. That's going to be his email. But I got two more things I wanted you to kind of talk through, and I put it on the screen if you're on Facebook. Instagram, it's info at hintonconsultinginc.com. So, what you've been sharing about registration, that here's the suggestion. I'm just kind of do a quick recap of if
Okay.
you're a startup, if you're getting ready to start a business, suggestions are to start with the sole proprietor to get your momentum going. And with starting and registering that,
Mhm.
you want to get a bank account and should you automatically, if you got a little bit of money coming in here and there, should you start still setting up where you're paying yourself? Or do you just let money come in?
It depends on your finances. What I mean by
Okay.
say, a lot of people start these businesses and they have a W-2. They already on a W-2, so their bills and stuff are covered. So what I would do
Okay.
is I would just let that money sit and just recruit. Just then
Okay.
once they build up, don't throw yourself on payroll. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's a few $100 every 2 weeks or a week or whatever it is, that's what I would
Why
do.
is it why is that a strategy of don't putting yourself on payroll?
Because it helps with your tax liability. And then once you do that, it also helps you with your income. So you start seeing your income and you build up, and it keeps the tax structure good and keep you paying not that much. Keep your taxes low. You want to keep your taxes low because sometimes people don't talk about this, but if you owe Uncle Sam too much money and you own a house, they will make you sell their house and pay them. They will put a lien on your property. Like people lose their stuff to the state and the federal government all the time.
Hmm.
It's
Hold
just
on.
what,
Keep going.
oh, I was done with that part.
Okay. Um, Listen, if y'all are on Instagram, I'm sorry. Come over to Facebook. We're having a lot of issues with Instagram.
Oh, really?
So
I'm sorry.
yeah, come on over to Facebook. Okay. It's IMJT. Find me on Facebook. All right. I think here's the thinking that I wasn't thinking about. and it just dawned on me. When I do see people um, doing Instagram and Facebook,
Uh-huh.
normally it's just them talking. There's not a guest. So what's happening is people are getting feedback because we need both phones to work, but both phones has to have volume, you know?
Oh,
And people were hearing your echo and my echo, all of that. So, all right, what we're on. So it helps keeping your tax on. That's the key. So one of the things I wanted to, um,
did you end it?
yeah, I did.
Okay, it
This
just
should be getting ready to end in a
okay.
second.
It just ended. Okay.
So, what are some of the myths? Well, not myths, but what are some things that you want to debunk tonight that people have gathered as like a knowledge or pattern that they're doing when it comes to business establishment or them thinking about taxes and things? What are some things that you want to be like, I know what they have said, but here's the truth?
Stop running. Open up these LLCs. Because everybody so and so said so. Stop.
Okay, talk about that.
Then some people like register these businesses and people, and they're not even using them. So you got people that wants that name or something like that. They can't use it because somebody started it in 2019 and they still own it, but they're not doing anything with it. Like stuff like that. It's a lot of annoying stuff that happens on the back end. I'm just being honest. Like it is. Like, come on now.
When should they go and hold on? I got a question. If you, and I'm gonna put it on the screen so you can see it.
Ooh. You can. And starting to a corporation will actually help you with your personal and where did it go?
I'm sorry. There we go.
Yeah, that would be perfect. That would be perfect. Let's keep my personal finances separate from my business. Yeah, it will be really easy once you start a corporation because it's all gonna be going through the business account, and it'll stay away from your personal stuff as well.
Okay.
You also with an LLC, the only thing about it is it's gonna be on your personal return. It's just a separate schedule. It's called a Schedule C. And the
How
same
long
thing.
it took you to know these little names and stuff? Schedule C. I felt like you saying schedule a C-section. Like what?
No, it's a lot.
Okay. So I'm gonna break in because hey Charette, I want to break into something because it's happening now with Cash App and stuff, and how people are paying and personal finances and all of that. What's the strategy for people? Because here's what I be saying, right? If you all have a business, hear me. If you all have a business and you are taking in income, whether it's your t-shirt business, whether you're baking cookies, whether you're doing all of that, I get how quick and how efficient, Zelle and Cash App and those things are. But I'm always like, if you want to really grow, if you want to really grow within your business, I always tell them get more of a point of sales integration to where you're taking the money through Square, PayPal, or something, and letting that hit the account, not just relying on Cash App, Cash App,
Yeah.
Zelle,
Zelle is
Venmo,
fine.
those units.
Zelle is fine. Cash App is
Okay.
it's a lot. It's a lot to track. I mean, they have integrated with now they have like a sheet, but it's so confusing. It takes so much time to go through it. Just connect to a POS system. Square is amazing. Square is amazing. I
Yes.
use it. Most of my clients use it. And it's just so much easier, and it will save you some money too during tax season when the accountant is putting your stuff together. It will save you money.
So stop using Cash App if you got the business, people of God.
Yes, but
you gonna back me up?
Yes, but the people ain't gonna do that.
We still want to say it. Zelle. Why do you say Zelle is better than Cash App?
Because of Zelle, at least you know that's income coming in. You know what I'm saying?
Because it's connected to your bank account.
It's gonna straight to the business account or whatever account it is that you use for your business, your operating account. We'll see it. We'll know what it is. Okay, this was this deposit for. versus Cash App, it'd be all kinds of stuff on Cash App, literally.
And when you're starting a business, you do need to separate your personal from your business account. They
Yeah,
should never merge.
no, they shouldn't merge. If you
You see
even
how I
if
do the
you
hands?
even if you lend the business money out of your personal money, just let the person know, like, okay, that $250 or that $1,000 was my personal money. So now the corporation or whatever biz entity owed me that money back. So that's not counted as income. You get what I'm saying? It's like a personal, yeah.
Oh,
Or if you
so
or you
that memo, what
mhm,
is this used for?
exactly.
Loan.
Yes, yes, has to be
I
detailed.
want my money back.
Right,
Okay.
right. That 20,000,
So
yes.
what's up, Devontae? Sherette had
Oh,
how much money can you receive from Cash Out before you have to pay taxes?
I think it's 500 now. But yeah, you have to pay taxes on actually on all income. They want you to pay taxes on all income.
Wait, what you mean? All income?
All income you make from a business, sole proprietor, whatever, they want you to pay taxes on it. It should be no more than 20% or something like that, maybe 18. It just depends on the income. You get what I'm saying?
Jesus,
So they have
Jesus.
tax brackets. So the more you
Mm,
make, the higher percentage is. So
okay.
like you pay 48% of taxes, which people don't understand when people talk about fair tax law, like stuff like that. Like some people pay salaries in taxes.
Because they made so much money
They
or they
make so much.
didn't.
They make money. They make money, and that's their bill. Because it's
So how do you
what you
what's
saying?
the
How do you stay on
word?
top of it?
Not stay on top of it, but how do you get some of these write-offs to where what you're paying back is not so high?
Oh, but regular expenses. So you do have expenses that you write on these companies. So, like, say for instance, you made $100,000 was your income,
Mm-hmm.
right? But you
Mm-hmm.
also had an overhead of 60,000, right? So that drops
Mm-hmm.
your income down to 40,000, and then you just pay the taxes on the 40,000, which is the money left over. They don't
When you
tax
say
you
overhead,
overhead like
meaning
operation costs to run your business. Yeah,
oh,
yeah. So that's what happened. So they charge you. You pay taxes on what's left of the profit.
okay.
So that's how that
See,
happens.
and this is the thing, and this is where I think it gets hard for entrepreneurs,
Uh-huh.
is because we and we don't know this stuff coming out. We just want to make the money, right?
Uh-huh.
And then finding the right person to work with you is always hard. But
Yeah.
when it comes to these certain methods, like tonight, you shared that one, when you start a business, meaning, let's say I've been making cupcakes and I'm ready to now start selling the cupcakes to clients. I'm doing this party, I'm doing that party. Do I immediately go and register for a sole proprietor LLC, get my bank account, or do I wait till I have a certain amount to then go and set it up?
I mean, I would set it up then. If you're
Okay.
making a few dollars, I mean, it's not gonna cost you that much, and then that way you can go ahead and start monitoring your expenses, and then you know how you need to move forward to what entity. Like, okay, if I did this party and I made this cake for so and so last week, I made $500 for this cake. Now I got another cake right here for $250. You already making money, and your expenses probably on that stuff are like $50. So you already got a profit line too. So I would just start getting in a rhythm. So as you grow, it'll be a little bit easier. It'll be easier from the foundation part, but it'll be harder because it's more finances going on. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay. And that's the thing that I'm gaining from you that I have a hard time with, and
Mhm.
that's dotting my I's and crossing my T's of what my company, what's going out and what's coming in.
Yeah,
Of, like you said, the overhead. If
yeah,
I'm driving my car, because like with me, I can work anywhere, but if I'm going from here to a meeting, I need to say, hey, here's my mileage. If
mhm.
I'm, what I'm saying, going out to eat during lunchtime with a business client, I need to kind of categorize. So I need to really just be following what I got coming in and what's going out so that when it's time to file taxes, I'm able to say my overhead was this amount and these were my expenses.
Yeah. But typically, if you're doing typically if you're making a certain amount of money, you have somebody that's already managing your finance. So they asking you for certain documentation to be on it, and then they have any questions, they reach out. That's typically how I operate. I ask for bank statements, all that kind of stuff, and then when I have questions, I reach out, credit cards, everything, so we can make sure you're writing off what you can, what need to be written off, and you didn't miss anything. Because like people forget, they always forget to turn in their credit cards. You see the payment, but you can write off the interest. The interest is tax deductible, or it depends on what expense that was too. Like if you use your credit card and you had to pay for marketing on the credit card, that's tax deductible. And on personal items from Saks and stuff, no.
Unless that's your uniform, right?
Unless that's a client's gift or a closing gift, you're a real estate attorney. I'm gonna say a real estate agent or something like that. Then that will be okay. But you can't have too many. You can't have $40,000 worth of Neiman Marcus and Saks trying to write it off. Like, come on now.
And I have a lot of business meetings like over food, like always.
Food is fine. Food is fine. That's always a good, private memberships, stuff like that. Like that's all tax deductible. It is. Okay. And then there's a big difference too between a tax write-off and a tax credit. I think people need to start focusing more on the tax credits than the write-offs. The write-offs, they help you, but if you're trying to do certain stuff, like I was saying, like purchase a home and you coming in now, this is big. That's why I keep talking about it, because these people are like, well, Quay, I made $250. Yeah, but you also had $150,000 or more of expenses. So that's why you can't qualify for the home you want. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's a whole bunch of stuff like that. So it knocks your income down, which make you not qualify for stuff. And then with the tax credits, they kind of help you out. Like you got an electric car, they give you get a tax credit on that. You write that off every year.
But Michelle, what's up, Michelle? Thank you for telling the truth in all caps, huh? I love it. And she is actually a real estate agent too.
Okay, right. Because she knows they'd be like, yeah, I want to get this house, and they get the financials to send up to the loan officer. They got to get some of 125.
And see, I think that's that checks and balances situation of, and you saying go more for the tax credit than the tax write-off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or one thing, let's jump back to the thing I kept saying. Get yourself on payroll. Come over here. I got somebody to take care of you on payroll. Just come on over here. Because put yourself on payroll. It's just easier. It's so much easier. It looks better on your numbers. You ain't got to mess with your personal stuff. I'm gonna say when you got to mess with your business, you take your business income and put it over there already. You already got that set. And if you have a few write-offs, it's okay. It's not enough knocking you down when you can't do what you want to do. Because it's sad to say, but people that actually make money, they foundation just messed up, and they can't move how they want to. They can move like that. It's just all messed up because they didn't have the proper guidance.
Right. Correct.
They had Instagram telling them what to do.
TikTok, come over here. Let me get you this. Let me get you that.
Yeah.
Well, Quay, listen, this has been really, really informative, and I thank you so much for taking time out to kind of just talk through. And I hope this is beneficial for you. Please share this with more people because some of you are getting ready to get started. Hopefully this has helped. Some of you have already started. And here's the thing is, well, I was going to say it's never too late, but if you're getting ready to go somewhere for a couple of years, it may be too late. But before we get there, let's start asking the right questions. If your accountant, if your tax person, they're not talking to you, trying to assist in better practices, looking at what you're doing, I would say try to find somebody else that's going to have the honest conversations with you to really say, this is what you have. Hey, if you did this way, this should be able to assist and to help you. Try to identify who that person is. And if not, you all can go to Quay. You can email him, start the conversation at info@hintonconsulting.com. You can hit him up. Quay, was there any like last words, nuggets you want to leave with the people on tonight? Because you've talked about sole proprietor, LLC, corporation when they need to, separating your bank account, going for tax credit. Like you've given a lot. Is there anything that you want to say before we do stuff out of here?
No, I think we covered it all. I mean, if they have any more questions or stuff like that, they just reach out to me. I'm friendly. You can just hit me up with any question. I'd be happy to answer. I'll get back to you at a reasonable time.
Awesome.
That's it on my end. And who's the
Okay.
real estate lady? Who's the real estate lady? Where's she at?
Michelle.
Oh, well, tell Michelle I say, hey Michelle, let's get the people to the closing table. Give me a call.
Listening to their professional friends. Right. Yes,
Exactly,
Michelle,
exactly,
please hit
exactly.
up Quay. He said, let's
Yeah,
get him to the closing table. Hit
let's
him
get them to
up.
the closing table.
Come on, come on. And Sherette, you said this was awesome. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, y'all please share this, put this information out there. I'm going to be doing another one next week. I want to hear from you. What are some things that I can help you with your business, with your brand? I'm thinking about doing logo design concepts, how to really, make that. Please share your info. I'm going to type it in the comment. Well, I'm going to put his on the screen. That's his email right here. Info Hinton Consulting Inc. And I think I have your email, Michelle, so I'll definitely share that with him because I think we've emailed before, so I'll make sure I share it with him. But yeah, let me know. Talk back if you want some more conversation around things that can help you. Hit me up. I'll be announcing what I'm doing next week by Friday, so I want to hear from you. If not, y'all have a phenomenal Wednesday. Share this when we repost it. Put it out there. Let the people know so that we can get you going and nobody goes to jail. That's his dog, and I love it. I love that. He wanted to say goodbye too. Not playing. All right. Bye, y'all. Peace out.
All right, thank you.